very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Another play. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes a catch at the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. To the back. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
They'll run it. He's an open space downfield. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A big 3rd down coming backside. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Fires to the right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back. Go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him. Strip, sack. You get the rock.
In the backfield, it's Sampson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminole.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
The extra point here would tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unloads to the wide out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do you do? You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and so.
They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Got the first down and more. this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Zings it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Bradley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's caught. It's Watkins. On the move at the 30. Wide open space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Baldridge. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Back to throw, it's Washington. He's got his man. And he's...
Hey, yo. Are you getting the consistent fucking band music? What the fuck, man? That shit is killing me. Like, the shit won't stop. I'm like, what the fuck? Hopefully this pause stop it. Or I can turn it off right now, right? Stadium music. Let me see. Shit, no, I ain't gonna turn it off because I don't want it to be off. That shit still doing it at halftime. I'm gonna turn it off. I don't like that.
Down after a nice game.
Like consistent bangs.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harold. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it on the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw at Simmons. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? Think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Easy completion on the shuffle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. To throw, it's Washington. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground and throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's James. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock, and the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Holden finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He gets a block. Oh, what a cut! He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown Seminoles. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. We built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Got it set up on the outside. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage, and they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Through the air, it's Washington. Under fire. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. Found a save. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Pringle. Fighting off the defender. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, It's Baldwin. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 11 over UConn. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the ground, it's Lacey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabs behind the line. It's Bradley. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situations. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got it in the middle. It's James. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Pick off. What a play to set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Quarterback moving. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Bradley. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th-quarter comeback. Something up for this 3rd down play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A full dive to haul that one in. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to...
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 18 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks the tackle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Fires to the big fella. Lots of running room. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Noles trying to cash it in on first and goal. Through the air, it's Washington. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. Catch on the left. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big
Cooking him, bro. Whoever that is, take that nigga out, Jimmy. And getting smoked. Getting smoked like a pack of cools out that bitch, you heard.
But don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running into a buzzsaw in this game.
Cooking.
He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's throwing multiple
cooking him. I'm like, press him.
Nothing
bring
coming
it.
easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
There you go.
When your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Just about
that was just because that wasn't no motherfucking street. I wasn't going to him. I just game over, so I'm like, fuck it. But one-on-one, that man is barbecue sauce. Now, that other corner to the right, He official.
Wants to throw again.
They
Shot
cook.
to the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to
cook,
move the
Jimmy.
chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's
You want me to get another touchdown? Leave that motherfucker in man to man because he's cooked. Somebody else got to get over.
They know you're going to do it. Your defense
Through
was
the kitchen
expecting
sink.
that one. Great job in the back end.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
That nigga must can't play no press something because he barbecue.
Expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get him again.
Man, that 99, this shit ain't even fair with a 99 speed. I mean, 99 overall everywhere, bro. I don't know what you did, but you got that shit.
But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
What was your overall last year?
And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bradley. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays.
That 99 shit makes that shit. You can't.
Find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
He wants to change this route. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know
you're not going to compete with 99 fucking speed. I mean, 99 overall is one thing if a nigga, you can beat a nigga 99 speed. The whole team 99 overall, though. O-line, D-line.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
That's crazy.